All right, man. We finna do a review on this movie Zero Dark 30, the new movie that came out, talking about the whole Bin Laden, how they got Bin Laden and everything like that, man. We went to go see it and everything.
Yeah.
We gonna give our thoughts on the movie, man. Just the whole basis of it is the whole 9/11 thing happened, and we was all affected by that.
Yeah.
So the movie starts off, I think, in like 2003. And it got a lot of criticism because of it's, it shows a lot of torture and stuff like that on, how they tortured the al-Qaeda people and all that to get information
out of them
and stuff like that.
Yep.
But I mean, to me, I feel like that's something that
about the whole torture situation. A lot of people were saying that that's not true. That's not how America does their work when they go over there. They don't torture people. They just ask trick questions. That's what they do. No.
You're a fool if you think that.
No, I'm sorry. Off rip, first scene is torture. There it is.
Honestly, the movie made it look not that bad, because I'm pretty sure it got a little bit more dirty than that, man.
I'm pretty sure it did.
But I mean, it got to.
Well, I'll be honest with you. The tactics they use to trick his brain,
buddy,
that was genius, man. To make him listen to rock music for hours on end, the same song over then, the water torture, and then telling him, then feeding him, pretty much saying, "Hey, man, thank you for all the information you gave us." And he's like, "What did I give y'all?" And they throw shit out there. And he think he's brainwashed. He thinks he told him something, so he ends up telling him everything.
Yeah.
It's kind of like cupcaking with pimps and hoes, man. So you beat a bitch, treat her good, and you beat her again, and you treat her good, and she'll never leave.
It starts off like you said, Block said, with the torture scene. But it's pretty interesting.
Yeah,
because and also the characters it talks about their story a little bit, gets into their little personal lives or whatever. The main lady character,
Maya,
the lady named Maya, played by Jessica Chastain. Yeah. She's like the young chick in there, but that was her whole duty, was to find Bin Laden. Since she had first went into the CIA.
Yep.
So it gets real in depth, man. That one scene with her and her home, I don't know if her homegirl or a cousin or
and they had just told her, do not go to Pakistan, because once you on their list, you don't never go off.
Yeah.
They sitting there eating dinner and just boom.
Yeah, they sitting there eating dinner and then just like, man, hold on.
Did you? Yeah, hold on. We're back. Did you get that feeling every time you saw something happen, you was expecting something to blow up?
Nah, I wasn't even really I'm just sitting there thinking. I was just sitting there thinking okay, they sitting there with eating, and then just out of nowhere, I'm like, whoa, okay.
Boom. But after that, for me, I was like, okay, they driving, something happened. They in town. I don't know. How could you live like that, man? And that's probably how they live every day. You never know when something gonna blow up.
And they got out of. So yeah, man, the part that really messed me up in the whole entire movie. I don't say the whole entire movie, but just the one scene that really got me was when the lady was like, let them come through. She was like, some informants was supposed to come through or whatever.
It's supposed to be what was his name? Abba?
Yeah, Abu Abanir or something like
Ahmed, something like that.
Yeah, something
who they were looking for the whole time.
Yeah, the cat they was looking for, which is the Bin Laden's basically right hand man.
His carrier. Abu Ahmed, his carrier. Carrier.
So they, she got in contact with some folks or whatever, and they were supposed to come through and give her information at the actual U.S. base. So the guards are standing there, and she was like, this is my let them through, let them stand down and all this little stuff there, and then they let them come through or whatever. Everything looked okay. Next thing you know, buddy, them get out the car, man, and they like, put your hands out, boom.
Over, man.
Oh, man. That was her homegirl that got killed, so that made her even more she was like, man, I got to get this dude, man.
And to be honest with you, man, I don't think anybody but a woman would have stayed on task, because women are just persistent as hell.
Yeah.
So she was like, this is what we working on. This is my focus. This is my target. He has to be alive. That would have been a guy like, back to the drawing board, next. But her persistence in this and just her will to fight, that really impressed me a whole lot, man. That impressed me a whole lot.
I mean, even
shout out to Maya.
And basically, because they was getting a lot of bad information, a lot of good information. It was like Buddy was dead, Buddy wasn't, Buddy wasn't dead.
Yeah.
But the thing about it, they couldn't find out who he really was, like his family and stuff like that. So information, came back that one of his, he died, but it was actually one of his brothers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So.
And they all look alike.
Yeah, they all look alike and all that stuff. So one of the little, other cats that worked for the CIA with them, he was a, I don't know if he was a Pakistani or, but he was, he was over there. He was one of them, they nationality or whatever.
So he could speak that language.
So he speak their language, stuff like that. So he found the dude in the car, and it was like, oh, we found him, and that's when they found out that, oh, we found this compound or whatever.
Yeah.
So
he went to this, exactly.
Yeah, so that's where Bin Laden them was at. So they did some surveillance on it, but it was so like packed down.
Yeah.
Where they couldn't get as much info as they wanted. So they was really working off of a hunch.
Yeah.
Because it was like, oh man, they the heat sensors and all that stuff there.
See, what it was too is that they said, okay, it's 3 families in there. We seen a guy and his, 3 guys and each one of their wives. Yeah. But then they seen another girl where they stay at. In their culture, no woman stays with another man and family. They stay with their husbands.
Yeah.
So they said it has to be somebody else in there. That has to be Bin Laden's wife.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, they was working off a hunch. I think it took about 2 months, a few months or whatever. They had, they had their little meetings and all this stuff to get confirmation. Like, hey man, we're gonna make the move. Mm-hmm. Are you sure that he's there? Are you not sure? She was just basically like
100%.
100%. Everybody was like 60,
100%,
40.
He's there.
100% he's there. She just knew. Like she had that hunch, So they went in for the move, man. Them boys went in there, man. Plane, broke down. I mean, we know the story. We seen it all on TV. He went in there, started, you know how we do it, man. They went in that thing.
Regulators!
You feel me?
Mount up.
Yeah.
That's what it was, dog. Like, straight up.
And then it was so tight. Dude was calling. He was like, Osama.
Yeah. Osama. Nigga, he said, pop! Shot his thing. They were not playing.
And they're like, we got a jackpot here.
We got a jackpot. Yeah, listen, man. They would, honestly, man, they didn't.
And I think
they'll murk you when you on the ground dead. They'll shoot you like 3 more times to make sure you gone, dog.
I think that was the part where Caps was like, it got a little bit too much as far as like the the criticism that they was giving the movie of like torture and extra. It's like because when they was already dead, they shot them a couple more times.
Yeah, but you gotta understand this, though, man. Like
it's the whole basis of the movie, man. I mean, my thoughts on the movie itself. It was an okay movie. It wasn't nothing spectacular about it or anything like that. What's the other name of that one other Army movie? They got all them awards and stuff. The other dude, he directed this too.
Saving Private Ryan?
No, not Saving Private Ryan.
Black Hawk Down?
Not Black Hawk Down. It came out about 2-3 years ago.
Oh, the Hurt Locker.
Yeah, the Hurt Locker.
The Hurt Locker.
Now, the Hurt Locker was the shit.
Yeah.
That movie was that deal. But I think this same dude.
The same director, yeah.
It was just a typical like Army movie. Wasn't really that big about it. I mean, it was an okay movie. I mean, my grade on I give it a B minus.
I'm gonna actually give it a C, man.
It wasn't give it a C too. It wasn't nothing like spectacular about it.
Wow, oh my God, you gotta go. No, it wasn't one of those at all. It was a okay movie, whatever like that, but. It wasn't nothing big. The only thing that was the best part of the whole movie is at the end when she cries.
Yeah.
Because that's the first time she got a chance to cry from seeing how people get killed, seeing all that torture stuff going on, and it was almost like tears of joy and also tears of sorrow.
Yeah.
That was the most poetic part of the whole movie, and I appreciated that.
So I mean, it was a alright movie.
They wouldn't show his face though.
Yeah, they wouldn't show his face, but they killed him quick. They killed him quick, boy.
He had no chance to even.
Yeah. Nobody in that house had no chance, boy, because that firepower,
it was
ridiculous, man.
I was like, Jesus,
just super fast.
Ridiculous.
But yeah, man. I mean, my grade on it, and block grade on it, man. We're gonna give it a C.
Yeah.
For Zero Dark 30, man. Y'all boys go check it out. Let us know what y'all think, man.
The greatest manhunt in history. Well, no, I wouldn't get. Well, what's the greatest manhunt in history? You know what? It's almost like. Then it's like, okay, you got Bin Laden, so now what? That's kind of like if Tom ever caught Jerry, what would he do after that?
Yeah.
If the Roadrunner the Coyote caught the Roadrunner, what would he do? Like after that, now what?